My journey has taken me 885 kilometres across the UK to Scotland, where I travel west from the mainland to the Isle of Mull. I really, really love this part of the world. It kind of feels like coming home. I've spent quite a lot of time in the Western Isles. What I find fascinating is, despite the fact there's hundreds of islands, every single one of them is completely unique. My destination is the tiny Hebridean island of Ereid, a 2.5 kilometre square lump of raw granite and heather, separated from Mull by the Atlantic Ocean. Oh my goodness. I don't need to explain to you the beauty of this place. And I've come as far as I can go on Mull. So this is the far most western corner, and I'm assuming this is Ereid here, an island off an island off an island. I'm about as remote as you can get, really, which is pretty extraordinary. Makes me surprisingly emotional coming back up here. I walk further around the coast, where I'm hoping to find a seaworthy way across the water. I think it's beginning to make sense now. This is why they told me to come this way. We've got Ereid there, high water mark. So once the tide comes up, they're totally isolated. Ah, now that, I think, is Philip. Hey, Philip, how you doing?
Very good, you?
Very well. What a place. I finally have some water to cross.
You do, although it's about 3 inches, I'd say, and it floods to sort of 4-ish metres, so it can get a little bit hairy. It can, yeah. It's kind of waders and a big stick job.
How long do we have until I'd be completely submerged?
A matter of hours, you're absolutely fine, yeah. Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
You too, you too.
I'm so excited about this.
You're very, very welcome here.
46-year-old Philip Hetherington grew up in the southeast of England. By the age of 12, he'd been labelled as highly intelligent but unstimulated by doctors who misdiagnosed his ADHD. Spending his youth misunderstood, Philip was inspired to begin a career in social care, helping a range of people all over the UK. A path that led him to the shores of Ereid. But the work took its toll, and a life focused on assisting others culminated in Philip burning out and seeking something more than the daily grind. Oh my goodness.
Come through.
There's a lot more here than I thought. Look at all these buildings.
Yeah, beautiful, aren't they? The village itself, they started building it around sort of 1872. The guys were building 2 lighthouses way off the coast, and obviously the people that were building those lighthouses built the village itself, the families, and you know, to live in whilst they were doing that.
That is just incredible. Yeah. So they're sturdy, that's for sure.
Yeah, they're not going anywhere.
This is so unexpected. So there would have been a lot of people living here in the day. What about now? How many people live on the island?
Well, permanently 5 of us. We do receive guests, so I mean up to 25, 26 I've known here.
Wow.
Yeah, so it can be quite busy. So yeah.
What? Look at this. Okay, I was not expecting to see a row of terraced houses.
It's quite something, isn't it?
It's extraordinary.
Harmony Row, they named it back in the day.
Harmony Row?
This is the legendary White Gate.
And if you don't shut it, you're charged 40 shillings.
Absolutely.
I didn't
What's
bring
the
any
conversion?
shillings today.
I think that's about £2 something, isn't it? No, it's probably not. It's substantially more. But...
It kind of feels like I'm in a little town with the terraced houses, the little formal gardens. I'm almost lost for words. Do you live along here?
I do, yeah, number 5. Would you like to come and see?
I'd love to see it. Ah, it looks like I'll be a few shillings down by the end of the week. Ereid has been inhabited since 300 AD and is now privately owned, but the community has lived here in its current form since the 1970s. Accepting guests helps the islanders generate a small income, which goes towards funding amenities like electricity, firewood and taxes. costing £2,500 per month.
Wow.
Come in.
Thank you. Oh, look. This is very cosy. They're much more robust than I thought it was going to be. I was imagining maybe a very simple little cottage, but these are solid, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. Yeah, everything that we need, built in the style of the lighthouses.
7 cottages out of the neat row of 9 are used as accommodation, containing log burners that provide the heating and hot water, a small kitchen area, bathroom, bedrooms, and beautifully kept garden spaces.
It's super cosy here. A lot of books.
Thank you. And my array of rocks. I do lots of walking down the beach and picking up feathers and all sorts. Yeah, so I'm a bit of a magpie when it comes to things like that.
And do you have this to yourself, or do you share? How does it work?
So each of the people that live here will have their own house, their own cottage. But then what we do is guests will come visit the island, and then they'll stay with us in the side rooms.
Right.
So, for example, your good self, you'll be joining me in this house and staying in my side room.
Is that a bit strange, suddenly having a stranger in your world?
I mean, there is an element I do enjoy my own space. I do have this kind of sense at times that by being here, that I'm kind of withdrawing from society, and how much further can I withdraw? But I realise that obviously, that's part of our revenue is inviting guests onto the island.
So you're not a suspicious, reclusive islander?
No, not that I know of.